Hi friends, how are you? By blessings to God, you are doing well. So this is Dr. A B JENA, faculty member of PG Department of Business Management, Fakirimoni University, Vyasabihar, Balasore, Odisha. Friends, once again I am welcoming to all of you to your channel, to my channel Dr. A B JENA Classes. So friends, आज हम डिस्कशन करेंगे. सो फ्रेंड्स, यू हैव ऑलरेडी नोन फ्रॉम द थंबनेल. आज का डिस्कशन क्या है फ्रेंड्स? आज का डिस्कशन क्या है? इट्स द टाइप्स ऑफ टैक्सेस इन इंडिया. सो फॉर एज टुडे डिस्कशन इज कंसर्न, आज का डिस्कशन मतलब दैट इज द वीडियो कंटेंट बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग होगा. And so far as that is semester exam, I mean that is the GST and indirect tax paper is there, income tax paper is there. So the students of that is the management and commerce, so they will get the benefit as well. आज का discussion बहुत useful and fruitful होगा, particularly that is the UGC NET JRF for the subject of commerce management, as well as आज का discussion बहुत useful and fruitful होगा for the lectureship. I mean that is the assistant professor level in the government colleges as well as the state and central university. फिर भी आज का डिस्कशन बहुत यूजफुल एंड फ्रूटफुल होगा those who are preparing the competitive exam. So from that is the junior level to that is the civil service. So far as today discussion is concerned, आज का डिस्कशन अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग बहुत यूजफुल एंड फ्रूटफुल होगा. सो फ्रेंड्स, सो ड्यूरिंग द डिस्कशन इफ एनी मिसमैच और गैप यू फाइंड, काइंडली गिव योर अवेलेबल कमेंट एंड सजेशन इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. सो लेट्स friends start today's discussion. What are the different types of taxes? So friends, we will discuss the various types of taxes, I mean the direct tax, indirect tax and all the taxes by citing the suitable examples. So during the discussion, if any mismatch or gap you find, kindly give your available comment and suggestion in the comment section. So friends, don't skip the video from beginning to till end. You watch, definitely you will enjoy. So before discussion, I am wishing all the very best, not only for the semester exam but also for the competitive exam. हमारा discussion है types of taxes in India. So before knowing the different types of direct taxes and indirect taxes and other taxes, so let's have an idea what do you mean by tax क्या है. So tax, friends, so before discussion I am paying, friends, that is the income tax to the government directly on my income. So directly I am paying the income tax to the government of India. So a tax is a mandatory friends मतलब क्या है? It's a compulsory fee or financial charge which is levied or charged by any government friends, here the state government, central government, local government, even panchayat, municipal corporation, NAC, like this, on an individual or an organization to collect the revenue for public works by providing the best facilities and infrastructure. So in Assam language में क्या है? It's the mandatory payments collected from individuals and corporations. So friends, corporation मतलब क्या है friends? It's the company by a government entity to fund government activity. In simple language में क्या है? The tax is the collection of money by the government for public welfare. So friends, the tax is the main sources of income to the government, whether it may be the income tax or GST or indirect tax or that is the corporate tax. So आगे हम चर्चा करेंगे. Next है, so these are the types of taxes. So first one, A is that is the direct tax, B it's the indirect tax, and C is the other taxes. So friends, so these we will discuss in Assam in very simple language with explanation by citing the suitable example. Kindly stay with me. So first one क्या है? It's the direct tax. Friends, what is this? Direct tax is a kind of a tax which is imposed or charged directly on individuals or entities based on their income or wealth. So it's a tax that a person or organization मतलब friends here that is the business firms or organization pays directly to the entity that imposed it. So for your kind information, so friends, so definitely I will advise you, I will suggest you that I have posted to, that is the important vital video content. So what are the different the important concepts or the terms of income tax, basic terms or fundamental terms, as well as I have already posted there one video content that what is the difference between that is the direct tax and indirect tax. So in this posted video, I have already discussed what I mean by the financial year, what I mean by the assessment year, what I mean by that is the assessee, that is the heads of income, what I mean by the standard deduction, vagera vagera. So here, when the incidence and the impact of tax fall on the same person, it is known as a direct tax. So here, that so a person directly pay the income tax or direct tax to the government. So exactly what I am doing, I am paying directly my income tax to the government of India. So friends, I am hopeful that now you are clear. Next one क्या है friends? Income tax. I have already told you. So income tax is a charge which is imposed by government on the income earned by individuals or businesses during the financial year. So friends, here every year the government of India, so the government of India, the finance minister usually presents the budget, for the government of India, and there the income tax and other tax rate are changeable accordingly. That is the person they have to pay the income tax to the government. It's the changeable. So according to the slab rate, income tax rate is there. In आगे हम चर्चा करेंगे. What is this? So payments made by individuals or corporation to a government entity based on their taxable income. So income tax rate is there according to the income earned during the financial year that a person has to pay the income tax. So friends, here you have to remember the income tax system is governed by Income Tax Act. So friends, you have to remember Income Tax Act क्या है? It's 1961 in India. I have already friends told you that the new income tax slabs and rates under the new regime for the FY financial year 2025-26 and AY, it's the assessment year 2026-27. Accordingly, what is this? That a person has to pay the income tax to the government up to 12,000. So it's nil. 12 lakhs. 12 lakhs 1 to 16 lakhs, it's 15%. 16 lakhs 1 to 20 lakhs, it's the tax rate is 20%. Similarly, 20 lakhs 1 to that is 24 lakhs, it's tax rate is 25%, and income above 24 lakhs, a person has to pay how much? The tax 30% on his or her income. Next one friends, I am देखेंगे क्या है कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स. हम क्या बोल सकते हैं कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स को? इट्स कॉर्पोरेशन टैक्स, कंपनी टैक्स और कॉर्पोरेट इनकम टैक्स. व्हाट इज दिस? सो कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स इज अ टाइप ऑफ डायरेक्ट टैक्स व्हिच इज लेविड और चार्ज्ड ऑन द इनकम और द कैपिटल ऑफ अ कॉर्पोरेशन. इन आसान लैंग्वेज में क्या है कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स? इट्स ए टैक्स ऑन द प्रॉफिट्स ऑफ ए कॉर्पोरेशन और ए कंपनी. नेक्स्ट वन friends क्या है? It's the capital gain tax coming under the direct tax. So capital gain tax refers to the tax levied on the profit made from sale of an asset such as क्या है? Real estate, stocks and other investment. So it's the दूसरा meaning of क्या है? Capital gain tax. So kindly friends, so you read out. So next one क्या है friends? Securities transaction tax, ASTT. क्या है friends? ASTT is a direct tax which is levied or charged by government of India on the purchase and sale of securities. क्या है? Example of securities क्या है? Stocks, bonds, share debenture, mutual funds listed on recognized stock exchange. So friends, here in India recognized stock exchange क्या है? NSE and BSE. NSE stands for National Stock Exchange, BSE stands for क्या है friends? Bombay Stock Exchange. So both are situated कहाँ पर है? Mumbai. So here STT is a tax levied in India on the value of securities traded through a recognized stock exchange. मतलब where in NSE and BSE. So tax rate क्या है? For the equity, for the stock, what is this? It's the 0.1% for on purchase and sale each. For the futures, it's 0.02% on the value, and option it's that is the 0.1% on the value. So here friends, the interest interest that is 1% per month under the section 234B and 234C is. So friends, now I am hopeful what is the meaning of a securities transaction tax. Next one friends, that is the property tax, that is the owner of the property has to or supposed to pay the property tax. क्या है friends? So property tax means the annual sum of money that a landowner or property owner must pay to the local government or the municipal corporation of his or her area. आसान लैंग्वेज में क्या है फ्रेंड्स? सो इट्स ए टैक्स ऑन रियल एस्टेट और tangible personal property paid by the property owner. So property includes क्या है? Examples of property. So real estate property, his or her house, office building, property he or she has rented out to others. So it's the meaning of क्या है? Property tax. So next one friends क्या है? Perquisite tax. What is this? When your employer provides, मतलब the employer will provide the employee extra benefits and other advantages along with employees basic salary or wages. So in this situation the perquisite tax will be charged. What is this friends? The perquisite tax is a tax under income from salaries which is paid by the employee for non-monetary benefits received by employer during the course of employment. Or in this condition the perquisite tax will be charged. So here the examples of perquisites of a company, that is the car, rent-free accommodation, gym memberships and other medical facilities. So here employers often offer the perquisites to make their compensation package and more attractive and enhance the overall employee satisfaction and loyalty in order to have what is this? Both the efficiency and effectiveness of the organization. Next one friends क्या है? Gift tax. For this the gift tax will be charged. So gift tax is a tax on money or property that one living person or corporate entity gives to another. So friends, you have to remember Gift Tax Act is what is this? It's 1958. Gift Tax Act is 1958. आसान language में क्या है? Just you friends read out. So here the question is the gift received by any person or person are taxed in the hands of the recipient under the head income from other sources. So friends, I have already discussed what are the different heads of income at a normal tax rate as per the section 56 of the income tax 1961. Friends, tax gives the taxation gives exceeding 50,000 in a financial year are taxed or at slab rates under the income from other sources. So exception. So in this situation, what is this? The exemption will be available. Gift received from relatives are exempt. Gift received on occasion of marriage are exempt. Gifts on personal items are exempt even more than rupees 50,000. So in this situation, the exemption will be available. नेक्स्ट वन फ्रेंड्स क्या है? वेल्थ टैक्स. सो वेल्थ टैक्स को हम क्या बोल सकते हैं? इट्स द कैपिटल टैक्स और इक्विटी टैक्स. सो वेल्थ टैक्स इज ए टैक्स व्हिच इज इम्पोज्ड और चार्ज्ड ऑन इंडिविजुअल्स नेट वेल्थ और द मार्केट वैल्यू ऑफ their total owned assets minus liability. So here in Assam language में क्या है? It's a wealth tax is a form of direct tax which is imposed on individuals or legal entities based on their net worth or the market value of their assets. Friends, so in Assam language में क्या है? Wealth tax is a form of direct tax which is levied on individuals, HUs, into undivided families, companies based on their net income. Friends, नेट वर्थ क्या है? सो सॉरी नेट वेल्थ को भी हम बोल सकते हैं क्या? नेट वर्थ. सो नेट वर्थ मीन्स द ओवरऑल फाइनेंशियल हेल्थ ऑफ एन इंडिविजुअल्स और एंटिटी बाय इंडिकेटिंग द वैल्यू of what is owned मतलब assets and as compared to what is owed means the liability. So net worth, how the net worth in mathematical equation, how we will calculate? So total assets minus total liabilities. So friends, you have to remember Wealth Tax Act is that is 1957. Next one friends, the B category, that is the indirect tax. What is this friends? So indirectly that we will pay the tax. So here the burden of the tax will be shifted to another person. In Asian language में क्या है? A tax levied on goods and services rather than on an individual or company. So here an indirect tax is a tax which is levied on goods and services before they reach the customer, who ultimately pays the indirect tax as a part of the market price of the goods or services purchased. It's the meaning of क्या है? Indirect tax. So here, so indirect tax is charged on goods and services which are paid by consumer indirectly to government. आगे by citing the suitable example we'll discuss, where the incident of the tax fall on one person but the impact of tax is another person's, then such tax is known as क्या है? हम क्या बोलेंगे इसको? Indirect tax. So hence the indirect tax are those taxes whose burden can be shifted to others. I have friends already told you. So my tax or indirect tax can be shifted. So here easily you can know indirect taxes. So customer is there. So when purchase the goods and services from the merchant, matlab that is the from the merchant, then the merchant will pay the indirect tax to the government. But in the case of direct tax, the customer or the person can or pays the direct tax to the government. Here the customer or the person can indirectly or pays indirectly the tax to the indirect tax to the government. So friends, I am hopeful that now we are clear. Next one friends, the first one is that is the GST. So GST friends, it stands for what is this? It's a goods and services tax. So GST and indirect tax which is imposed or charged on the supply of goods and services. So GST is a multi-stage destination oriented tax which is imposed on every value addition, replacing the multiple indirect taxes. आगे हम चर्चा करेंगे including the VAT, excise duty, services tax, etc. So far as that is the GST has replaced so many, that is the central as well as the state indirect taxes. आगे हम चर्चा करेंगे. So here the GST Act, so friends, you have to remember that is 2017 and the GST Act, it was effective from that is the first day or 1st July 2017. So friends, you have to remember. So here, so friends, you will read out what is this. Next one, so it's the types of a GST, that is CGST. Friends, what is this? Central Goods and Services Tax. Second one is that is SGST, State Goods and Services Tax. Then IT GST is there, Integrated Goods and Services Tax. Then UT GST. What is this friends? It's the Union Territory Goods and Services Tax. So it's a valid CGST valid on that is the intrastate, and CGST collected by central government. So friends, you have to remember that is the SGST valid on intra-state also, that is the SGST collected by which government? State government. IT GST, so it's that is the valid on interstate, and the IT GST charged by or collected by that is the central government. Similarly UT GST, it's that is the valid on Union Territory in India, and it's charged by or collected by the Union Territory, that is the UT government. So friends, now are clear what is the meaning of CGST, SGST and IT GST and UT GST. So which government will charge it? So these are the rate, GST rate. So normally the 5 rate charts are there. GST, that is the 0%, 5% is there, 12% is there, 18% is there, 28% is there. So far as the 0% is 0%. So here the milk, eggs, curd, natural honey, fruits, vegetables. So here that is so it's the GST free. And in this item, that is the GST applicable कितना होगा 5% for these items. So there will be the GST rate 12%, and for these items, so this will be the 18%, and for these items, so it's that is the 28%. So here the maximum GST rate is how much? That So applicable, that is the 28% GST will be charged. So next one friends क्या है, that is the VAT. VAT stands for value added tax. Value added tax. So VAT is a type of tax that is charged or levied by the central government on the sale of services and goods to the customer. So this is also the meaning of VAT, value added tax. And the next it's the custom duties. What is this? So custom duties, it's applicable for the import and export duty. So custom duty is a tax which is imposed or charged on goods as they cross the international border. Suppose India will import or export the goods or services. So in this situation, that is the custom duty. The government of India will charge the custom duty from the importer or the exporter. So friends, here that is the sales tax, CIA, consumption tax imposed by the government on the sale of goods and services. It's the meaning of sales tax. So sales tax, friends, we have already discussed. A sales tax is a consumption tax which is imposed by the government on the sale of goods and services. Next one friends, क्या है service tax? Right now the service tax was replaced by GST. That is, the service tax is a tax which is imposed by government of India on services provided. The service tax is a kind of indirect tax that is collected by the government after consuming the taxable services provided by the travel agents. So we are similar the restaurants, the cable providers. So here from them the service tax will be charged. So it's a service tax. Again, I'm friends repeating, that is the, or it's coming under the indirect tax. So next one, octroi duty. What is this friends? Octroi duty is a type of a duty which is charged or levied on some countries on various goods entering a town or a city. So octroi duty was a local tax that was levied on goods entering a specific municipal or local area for consumption, sale or use. So however, with the implementation of GST, octroi duty or octroi was abolished and with the merged with the GST. Next one. So friends, so these are the central taxes replaced by GST, that is known as CGST. So these are the additional duties and excise, central excise duty, service tax, surcharges and cesses, then the central sales tax, etc. So there are how many? 8 central taxes have already been replaced by, that is the GST, and these are the 9 state tax earlier. So before implementation of GST, so these taxes were charged by the state government. Now, so these 9 that is the state taxes have already been replaced by GST. And friends, you have to remember, so these items are not coming under, that is the GST, that is a proper tax, stamp duty, so electricity duty, excise duty on alcohol, then the basic custom duty, then petroleum crude, diesel, petrol, aviation turbine, fuel, ATF, and the natural gases. So these items are not coming under the GST. So next one friends, so other taxes coming under, first one is education cess. What is this friends? So here as per the Income Tax Act 1961, as well as the Government of India will charge or collect the education cess. What is this friends? So education cess refers to an additional tax imposed by the government on taxpayer to generate the revenue for primary as well as the secondary as well as the tertiary educational institution in India. So education cess rate in the financial year 2024-25 and assessment year 2025-26, it's how much? That is the 4% over the tax payable. What the taxpayer, so they are paying or they pay the education cess. So here it's for example, if the income tax payable is how much? It's 1 lakh. The education cess is, if it's 4% or it's 4%, then the education cess will be how much? That is the 4% on 1 lakh. So it's how much? It's 4,000. So total the taxpayer will pay how much? 1 lakh 4,000. 1 lakh 4,000 the taxpayer will pay. Then come to the entertainment tax. हम भी बोल सकते हैं क्या है, it's the amusement tax. So here entertainment tax is one type of tax which is levied on any form of commercial entertainment, whether movie tickets, exhibitions, sports event, etc. So here the entertainment tax were previously applied to movie tickets, concerts and digital entertainment services. Now it has been now integrated into cover GST. So here the professional tax. So friends, so far as I am paying the income tax, I am also paying the the professional tax. The taxpayer, so or the employees will pay what is this, the professional tax. So professional tax is a state level tax which is imposed or charged on income earned by employees, professionals, traders and the individuals. So annual gross salary or income up to 1,60,000 nil, between 1,60,000 to 3 lakhs, it's how much, that is 125 rupees per month, and its maximum per annum will be कितना होगा 1,500, and above rupees 3 lakhs, so it's rupees 200 per month for first 11 months and rupees 300 for the month of April. So total how much, its maximum per annum, this will be 2,500 the professional tax. So friends, I am paying what is this 2,500 professional tax per or every financial year. So next one friends, what is this, the toll tax. So toll tax is a user fee for vehicles using certain roads or bridges. So road charges are known as what, that is the tolls. So these are taxable. One has to pay for using the interstate express ways, bridges, tunnels, national or state highways. So toll taxation policies and systems come under the purview of what, the National Highway Authority of India or NHAI of India. So here, so friend, the road tax, everybody, those who will ride or drive with the vehicles, they have to pay the road tax. So road tax is a compulsory tax which is paid on motor vehicles before using it on a public road. The owner of a vehicle has to pay the road tax and the owner will be allowed to drive it on the public roads. So toll tax, the toll tax is only levied when you are or when you use the certain highways, whereas the road tax is required for all registered vehicles. So it's the difference between क्या है, it's the toll tax and road tax. So next one friends, what is this, that is the proportional tax. What is this friends, it's the tax which varies in a direct proportion to the changes of a tax base. So the tax base, so tax base are the what, the income, property, wealth tax. The best example of proportional tax is wealth tax. So regressive tax, what is this friends? So here a regressive tax is a tax system where the lower income individuals pay a higher percentage of their income in taxes as compared to the higher income individuals. Essential, with the increase in the income, the tax rate decreases. The examples of regressive tax, taxes on necessaries. So friends, I am hopeful that now are clear what I mean by proportional tax as well as the regressive tax. So next friends, what is this progressive tax? What is this friends? The tax which increases with the increase of income. The best example is what is this, the progressive tax is that is the income tax. So here the tax rate that increases as the taxable income increases. So it's the meaning of क्या है, progressive tax. So digressive tax, what is this? So the tax which is mildly progressive. So this tax may be the first increase to some limit, then after one point the tax may be charged according to a fixed flat rate. So this tax is a type of tax system where the tax rate increases with the income up to a certain point, and then either remains constant or decreases as income continues to rise. So friends, so these are all about today's discussion. I am hopeful that so you have enjoyed a lot. So friends, again I am requesting during the discussion, if any mismatch or gap you find, kindly give your valuable comment and suggestion in the comment section. So thanks a lot to all of